What is up, Chase That Coin family? Shaka Daniel here, aka Chase That Coin. And today, since altcoins are mooning, all right, and we had some technical difficulties yesterday, we just want to overlook the whole situation, basically, all right, and we want to talk about the best, in my opinion, that I've sat down and thought about for a long time using the experience that I've had from since I've entered the market in 2015 up until this current day. In my opinion, the best strategy for 2018, whether you're a trader or an investor, all right, or even a buy and hold. This works in a lot of different situations. So we're going to give it a few seconds to get some viewers inside the stream, and then we are going to take off. I encourage you to share this out, hit like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we're going to take off as soon as we get a few live viewers. So XSplits works a lot better. That's the direction we're going to go in. We tested out the sound. Until I can figure out what to turn off or figure out what to do with my CPU situation, I'm not going to run the video. And once I figure that out, I will run the video again and you'll be able to see my beautiful face. All right, guys. So I'm going to share this out in the Telegram group. I am going to share this out everywhere. I encourage you to do the same. Link is in the description below, by the way, for our Telegram group. All right. Also, link is in the description below for Chase That Coin trading, which is on the way. It's going to be an in-depth cryptocurrency trading course. All right. Yes, we are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. All right. So altcoins are mooning. All right. There is no denying that. All right. There is absolutely no denying that. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap. All right. And for consecutive days, all right, Ripple has just been like outstanding. I mean, when I would think of the thought of $1 Ripple, I knew that it would hit that, but I didn't think so soon. The same way I did not think that Bitcoin would be worth, 19,000 and then come back down and we'd be sitting comfortably at 16,572. So that's a very, very interesting situation. But after the CBOE futures, Bitcoin didn't see the up moves that a lot of us expected. I mean, many of us maybe expected some down moves. I personally was expecting some kind of up moves. We did not get that. All right. Since we did not get that, alt started to break out. But before leading up to CBOE, EOS, IOTA, those coins were already on the move. All right. And then we saw Litecoin breakout. We saw Ethereum breakout. Ethereum slowed down. If Ethereum wasn't having so many problems, maybe it would be going up as well a lot more. But I still think we're going to see $1,000 Ethereum. Ripple is just on an absolute tear. Let's look at these numbers, guys. So there is no denying Cardano, which isn't even at its full potential. And this thing is like tearing. I'm pretty bullish Cardano in general. All right. So altcoins are booming. All right. Let's look at the charts to make sure that we're booming. Because yesterday we made some calls. Like I said, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so a lot of that information was probably lost. But we made a call on Zcash. All right. Somebody commented under my video yesterday, thank you for the Zcash call. Like 3 or 4 hours after the call, it pumped 35% or 30%. So that was a good call. Right here, we called to get in on this candle. It was under the red moving average. All right. It broke out. So that was a quick 30% move. And I would not be surprised to see a test of this previous resistance level. We also called LISK. Right? And all of these coins are showing very, very bullish signs. Situation where everybody who feels like, oh, I'm too late to cryptocurrency, I'm this, I'm that, because that's one of the main things that I get. People feel like they're too late, but the situations where people caught a lot of these gains, the market already took back all of these gains, and these situations are appearing again. But the great thing about these situations is when they happen again, this time they will not wait, are you guys having some problems with the stream? Okay, no. So yeah, this time when they break all-time highs, this time when they approach all-time highs, they're gonna break. All right. So this is XSplits. This is a new system. I tested it all night. I'm real tired. I stayed up all night. I got a little bit of sleep, but it hasn't crashed yet. So this is a paid service. This is pretty good. All right. So let's talk about how we can take advantage of this upcoming market in 2017. Now, I've been doing a lot of thinking. All right. And I've examined the previous bear markets, and I've come up with a scenario where I think that altcoins may become very bullish. All right, I've been saying for some time that a lot of the people that are just new into Bitcoin, there is going to come a time where they're going to become very interested by alts because they're going to be interested in multiplying their Bitcoin. All right, and because they're interested in multiplying their Bitcoin, they're going to look towards the place where you multiply your Bitcoin, which is the altcoin market. All right. In my opinion, all right, the best strategy right now, all right, to get into your head is to shave a small percentage of your profits off the top and put it into a stable coin. What do I mean by a stable coin? Something like Ripple. This is where I came up with the idea. This is before Ripple boomed. All right. I was thinking to every time I make a trade or invest in an ICO or whatever, or see a position where I can shave, some profit off of Bitcoin and I can buy back a little lower. I usually don't do that, but there are situations for that. But when I get those profits, I can simply take them and put them into these projects that I feel like are one, gonna hit Coinbase, two, people are gonna look towards because these coins have been around for some time and they have in people's eyes a lot of upside compared to Bitcoin's current market cap. All right. So my opinion. So let's give a visual of this. Let's say you got into the list trade. All right. And if the stream is pretty good, all right. I know it's not like my OBS. I'm still working on the settings. This is the first stream since my since getting this new software. So we're still working it out. But let's say you got into the trade down here. All right. And you get out of the trade up here. Executed nicely, perfectly. All right. What you would do is you would let's say you make well, let's call this out. All right, you make 70%. Out of that 70%, all right, I would take 20% of it and put it into two cryptocurrencies that I feel like are one, established, two, can be viewed as low market cap or be viewed as have a lot of upside potential to people that are just getting introduced to altcoins, and three, that have a potential of getting listed on Coinbase. Now, a lot of the coins all the way down here and stuff, yes, they are cool and they, some of them have some upside, but the chances of a lot of them getting listed on Coinbase is pretty slim. Civic, out of a lot of these, maybe has the best chance. All right. So I would stick to something like up here. So what I would do is I get into the trade, just to review this for you guys who are just came. I would get into my trade down here at the bottom, right? Wherever I get my profit at, wherever I decide to close my trade at and get my profit at, I execute, I close the trade, right? In this example, let's say we make 70%. I would keep my 50% profit, add it to my trading account, make my trading account bigger, obviously, or maybe put it in a put it in my secure wallet for a long-term hold. And then the other 20%, I would take it and I would put it in. The way I came up with the strategy was first with Ripple. So I'm going to use Ripple. I would put a portion of it in Ripple. I would put a portion of it in XML, right? Something a little bit more stable. I would put a portion of it in Stratus. And these would not be trades, all right? So the portion that I'm taking and putting into these so-called stable coins or these small cap possible high upside potential coins that could get listed on Coinbase, these aren't trades. These would be buy and holds. And I would do this every trade. All right. Maybe I put 5% here. Maybe I put 10% in the Ripple. Maybe I put, the other 5% in Stellar Lumens one time. And then I switch it up every time. But every time I get profit, I do that, whether it be 10% or whatever. And I hold these coins until they possibly get listed on Coinbase, until they possibly come up with, execute some of the steps in their roadmap and they become a lot more profitable or more valuable, right? And then this allows you to to trade and also create a portfolio, a very stable portfolio, all right? So you can have, in this situation, you would have, and from this, I'm gonna now have two portfolios. I'm gonna have my portfolio that I make up of coins that I just like, all right? Then I'm gonna have my trading account, and now I'm gonna have my 2018 strategy portfolio, which is shaving a little bit of my profit off of every one of my trades and buying into. Now these coins are up to you. You may think that it's Quantum, Zcash, and Neo. Whatever it is to you, just shave a little bit off of your trade and buy these coins. And it's not a trade. You're not looking to trade these. All right, you're looking to buy and hold these coins that are low, that have a possibility of getting on Coinbase. Now, in my opinion, I don't think Neo has a great chance of getting on Coinbase. Not right now. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But whatever. So my picks would be, I'm going to go with Stellar Lumens. I'm going to go with Ripple. All right. Now, this isn't going to be right now. All right. This is going to be after a little bit of this pullback because we've gotten a lot of up move in Ripple, like 70% back-to-back days. So this wouldn't be right now, but I would still take the profit and set it aside and be looking for positions, looking for entry points into these coins that I want to buy and hold for the long term, just in case they get listed on Coinbase, just in case they hit some big point in their roadmap, or just in case they get some kind of big partnership. All right. Ripple has a lot of partnerships, maybe the most out of any cryptocurrency. Stellar Lumens is also very comparable to Ripple, and it's becoming a platform. So that's why I'm a little bit more so bullish on Stellar Lumens. Yeah, man. So that's the strategy that I'm gonna use. Right. Every trade, I'm shaving a little bit off the top, and I'm putting it into a altcoin that I think has a chance to get on Coinbase, that has a lot of upside, and that may hit some big points on their roadmap as far as innovative things. All right, so that's my 2018 strategy. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Right now, we are going to look at a couple coins from some of the audience members. Is the quality of the stream good, guys? Let me know if the quality of the stream is good, and let me know if the audio and everything else is good. Salt BTC. All right, so salt is definitely reacting to our trend lines that we've drawn on. All right, it did slightly break below the steeper of the two trend lines, but now it quickly snapped back above. All right, so salt is looking pretty bullish. I want to look at this on the 4 hour though, just to be fair. And let me check this audio for myself. Okay. So the audio is good. So I personally wouldn't be looking to get into salt here. If you got into salt when we drew these lines on, then yes, I would have been looking to get into salt. But here, no. I mean, it could definitely still push up, but that's just my style because let's see, we could pull back. We could easily pull back. Snap back above. We could easily pull back. Well, that's not that bad of a pullback. 10%. That's not. It's not terrible. That's not a terrible pullback. So if you are willing to risk, um, if you're willing to risk this 10% pullback right here, then hey, go for it. If you believe in salt. Now, if you're buying, I've been hearing if you buy salt from the exchange, it is like $25 or something, or it's like marked up. I don't know the exact situation as far as that, but I've been hearing that. So if you're buying it from, trading BTC value, then you had a good entry back here. Back here you had a good entry. Now you could wait and hope that that it slams back down right here, into the trend line and test it again before pushing up. That's what I would do. Or I would wait till it pulls back 5%. If it pulls back 5%, I would get in if I'm bullish on the trade. Because if it pulls back, 5% to the trend, I could deal with that. Or if it pulls back a little bit low, 10% below the trend, I could deal with that because it may very well snap back above. So I could deal with something like that. So this is XSplits, guys. I'm gonna use XSplits now because OBS kept crashing on me. I'm still working on XSplits, working out how I could get the best settings for my video, and then I'll bring the video back. But until then, so I don't start slacking on my streams, we're gonna do it like this. I am so exhausted. Let's look at quantum. I've never taken. I think I've traded quantum before. Uh, yeah, I think no. Have I? No, I've never traded quantum. Thinking about it. This is a good trade though. This is a good trade. This is another one. Well, it's a little late, but yeah, it's a little late. I would wait for a pullback into the moving averages. But this is still a good, this still has a lot of upside. Now, I'm not sure as far as the details on what quantum really is trying to do. I know that they're focusing on mobile, and I know some things about it, but I'm not super in depth into it. And that would probably help sway my my bias one way or another. All right, what coins you guys want to see? All right, I'll look at some coins until you guys come up with the ones you want to look at. Arter was on a ridiculous run. That looks like it has ended. Oh, no, not yet. But there's a lot of downside. There's a lot of downside left in this candle. At least on a low side, like 10% more down. On the heavy side, 23. A complete a complete trend, like neutralizing the trend, taking it all back, 41%. So I wouldn't be looking at Arter at all right here. Do I trade on fundamentals? The best trades that you're gonna get are gonna be a combination of fundamentals and news. That's gonna be the best trades that you get. It's gonna be a combination of fundamentals and news. All right, the fundamentals is what's gonna keep me involved in a coin or interested in it, like Stratus. All right, I did Stratus a long time ago, the interview for Stratus. And to this day, I'm still very intrigued by what they're trying to do, and it's all starting to come together a little bit more. Now, if the fundamentals of Stratus wasn't solid, then I wouldn't be able to, you know, I would just trade. I would just look for trade opportunities in it. Let's look at Komodo. Everybody's been talking about Komodo. Komodo and Trigs. People love their Trigs. Everybody hit like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share the stream out. All right. This is a new software. I'm going to quickly get back into my groove, and I'm going to be working on getting the video back, getting the right settings to get a smooth video on this new streaming software, XSplits. All right. So KMD. I like KMD. I like KMD here. I do. But I've been saying this for weeks, guys. Bitcoin has beat these coins up so bad that they all have come to critical levels. Notice how we're getting this basket motion out of many of the charts that we're going to. All right. And in traditional markets, you don't go to a bunch of charts and they all got that same kind of feel to them. You know, usually they're all different, or some of them, you know, but the alts have been beat up so bad, you know, that they've all come to a very strong point, and the people who wanted to sell got out, and the people who believe in it are still in, and the people that got out are thinking about getting back in now, and the new people that are getting into Bitcoin are thinking about ways to multiply their Bitcoin, because that's the first thing once you really decide, like, hey, Bitcoin is really cool, the first thing you're going to think about is, yo, I want more. I remember when I was first started, I was like, yo, I want 5 Bitcoin. That was like I was like, okay, I want 5 Bitcoin. Not that I couldn't buy it, but I was like, I didn't want to rush into it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just, piece it in, piece my money in. Hopefully it comes down so I can get more. That's what I was really trying to do. But that's always a thought. DNT. The daily looks good. The 4-hour, not so much. No, the 4-hour looks pretty good too. I would have liked to caught it a little bit lower. I would have liked to have caught it down here. But I mean, if you have it depends on your risk appetite, because you can if you're not the type of person who could deal with the market pulling back on you, right? Then you have to make really clean entries. That's the thing. Like I've been trading so long that I am accustomed to and I know how to deal with the market pulling back on me. I don't panic. I just reevaluate what's going on and I see if my first opinion if it's still valid. Right? Just because the market pulls against you slightly does not mean that you are wrong. But if you can't deal with the market pulling back on you, 13%, 15% quickly, then you have to time your entries. You have to pay attention to the charts a little bit more so you can not miss those entries. All right. So I do like DNT on the daily. On the 4 hour, I would have liked to catch it a little bit earlier, but on the daily I do. On the daily I like it, but I would prefer some pullback. Maybe like 6% would be great pullback, and then I would enter this. Would you set up Zcash? I think we did Zcash. We called Zcash already. We called that yesterday. It popped. It popped like 30% right after the call. All right, we got a few viewers in here, but everybody hit like, subscribe. Bytem. People have been talking about Bytem. Kyber. Also have to add some of these decentralized exchange tokens. Waves. I had a lot of waves at one point. Do, 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 do. All right, so as we get back in the flow and I figure out this new system, Civic. All right, we're gonna bring back the video. Get the right settings down. Because when I was testing it last night, I was up all night testing it. A few of you guys were in here. I appreciate you guys that were in here. When I was testing it, I had the video on, but I couldn't get the right settings. So I don't like Civic here. I do like the idea of Civic, but I don't like Civic here. It's pretty low. It's still pretty low market cap. So I do like that. For the idea, it's definitely still pretty low. Just trying to see if we could call out some other ones like we did yesterday. The ones we called out yesterday, those were hits. Those were quick hits, especially Zcash. If you got into Zcash after that call, you made like 30% quick within 4 hours. I would have closed personally. If I was to take somebody else's call and just jump into something. Sub has been booming too. I'm not gonna go to the bottom link. I need to really sit down and try to break down link because I'm still confused if link is way overvalued or way undervalued. I'm kind of still confused about that. All right, guys. So that's the strategy, guys. The strategy is for me personally, all right, to get into my trade. When I get into my trade and I get out of my trade, let's say I make 100%, I'm going to take 30% of my 100% and I'm going to put it into cryptocurrencies that I think have a chance of getting on Coinbase as Coinbase starts to add more coins. That B relatively has people see as a small market cap with a lot of upside compared to Bitcoin. And C that has some interesting things on their roadmap that they have yet to hit and they could possibly hit coming up Q1, Q2, Q3 of 2018. All right, this is going to be a very cool strategy. I'm going to go more in depth into it as we go along. All right, I'm just trying to get back into the flow and find and figure out this new software. So I don't have my video setting yet, but that will be back very soon. I just figured out the sound. I've stayed up all night. I'm very tired. So that's the system, baby. We're gonna break down that system a little bit more in detail. Let me check the comments and see what you guys are talking about. All right. So someone says CVC, Neo, XMR, um, XRP are all likely for Coinbase. Normie base. Normie base. That was funny. That was funny, bro. Oh, Ethereum. Yeah, let's check out Ethereum. I sleep on Ethereum a lot. Not that I sleep on it. It's just that right now, why did I just type that? Just right now, it just hasn't been looking that great BTC value. This run was really good though back here. But for the last few days, it has been looking good BTC value. But over, yeah, for the last 2 days. But back here, I was like, I don't really like this. You know, because the market, we weren't getting this cup yet. We were just getting, you know, the market underneath both moving averages. Yes, there's a gap here, so which increases the probability of the market breaking through. But I still didn't like. I was like, eh. But then altcoins started to break out. So as altcoins started to break out, you know, ETH broke out too. Sis is rebranding this month. Let's check out Sis. I like Sis. I really like Sis right here. I like Sis. All right, so that's one of the things, one of the series that I've been working on, which is the Coin Market Cow technical analysis. Well, Coin Market Cow breakdown and technical analysis. That's when I go to Coin Market Cow. I look at upcoming events and I look at the charts to see if they line up. Well, OBS started crashing, so I'm gonna work on this, and in the upcoming days, we're gonna be back to normal scheduling. I appreciate you all still being here with me through this, and we shall overcome. So after this, I'm gonna get back to working on getting a video so you can see my beautiful face. But I really like this here. I like Sis. Someone else, I don't know if that was you in the group because you probably have a different name in the group, but someone else also stated this, that there's going to be a rebranding. I like the chart. I like the chart. We could get a bit cleaner entry on the 4 hour, but for the daily, I like it. I like the daily. I like the daily. Let's look at the hour. Yeah, this thing looks like it's going to the moon. All right, guys. I don't want to make this one too long because I want to watch it back. I want to see how the stream was reacting. I appreciate you all guys all being here with me. We will be back to normal programming in the upcoming days. New streaming software that I have to figure out, and I'm going to get that down packed. I need to take a nap though. So until next time, guys, keep chasing that coin. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.